We are here with Jorge Lombardo, um, and you wrote a book. What book did you write?
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for that interview. I wrote an English book for both people. So I call that people are like my friends. So for my friends, I wrote that book, El inglés que debes saber sin estrés para hispanohablantes. So that book is based on teaching English for that people who don't have the same opportunity than us, that we have to access to a better or higher education at universities, or maybe on in a private course and offer you the higher education, and you can learn the foreign language for that, especially because we are like in Latin America, so we don't have the same opportunities that the people have in Europe.
Okay. And what's the reason that why you wrote this book and why you created this book?
Okay, one of the most biggest reason that are motivated to me to create this book is because when I was a really younger, I think that all people have the same opportunity like me to go to school, to have school supplies on time, to go to col- to college, to go to the university, or to take a private course, or maybe to go a summer camp, or maybe learn by myself with the things that usually I'm grow up with that things. But when I remember all that things, all of my friends don't have the same opportunity that I have. So that motivated to me to create a special book for help all the people that don't have the same opportunity to me. So this based in the feeling of everybody has to the right to grow in education as I do, as you do, as everything do. So it's better to learn a foreign language like English, because English in our country opens the doors of a lot of jobs opportunity, a lot of school, a lot of different careers, or a lot of advantage that normal people don't have.
Okay. And how was it for you to learn all this?
Okay, learn is, for me was really natural because I was involved with the different people like you in the English way. So I spent a lot of time with friends who live in the United States, Florida, or in California. So and now like you that you are from Europe, so you know a lot of big English, you know. So I'm have to use my English. So when I'm speaking with people like you, I have to learn new words. I have to use the words or the knowledge that I have in my brain for maybe 10 or 15 years ago. So I making a list on my personal agenda. What is the main topic that I'm using when I have a daily conversation, a normal conversation explanation with somebody who are native in English? And I create a special list that you can find in the first pages. Like you have here, you have 100 topic, 100 topic. That is the basic on the most usable topics, or maybe phrases, or maybe ways to speak or to interact with somebody who is native in English, that will help you to explain your feeling or your sickness or your sensation when you are in a foreign country who the native speaker speak English.
So basically, it's like a Bible for life for what you need to do when you go meet the doctor and that kind of people when you doctor or go to go shopping or so everything you need in life. It will be like a Bible for everything you need, so you can find everything in there.
Oh yeah, you have to raise it. It's like a Bible, but just an English Bible, you know. So you are like here two ways of understanding, because we are Spanish speakers. So we the first thing that we need to know for understand every topic that foreign people come to our country to explain to us is understanding our natural and cultural language. For example, when you come here for the first time, you need to understand why we do the same in a special way. So it's the same for us. For understanding it, we need to understand first of all why is the reason I need to use that way of expression or that way of words. So we mix it all that knowledge on my brain and we collect all the things and we can try to use. I know a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge about the English, but they have not the capacity to speak English like me because they are shy because they think that, oh, I'm making errors. So I'm making errors sometimes because I mix it Spanish, English, Italian, and I have you as a friend. So I sometimes I said uh, good morning. So I mix it all that for languages. So I create one language special.
Yeah.
Uh,
So basically, for who is your book? For the people from which speak English, or for what's other which people can use the book?
Okay, this book is useful for people who wants to just you need to have one characteristic. You just want to learn English because the explanation is in Spanish, but our language, Spanish, because I'm a Spanish speaker, is really translated. So I want to say when you say something in Spanish, for example, I would like to have a glass of water because it's really hot here when we are recording right now. So if you translate that in Italian, for example, it's really simple. Io volevo un bicchiere di acqua perché qui fa molto caldo. So it's really simple. So you can use that book, even you are Dutchman, you speak Netherlands. So just you need to translate the thing in Spanish and you will understand everything the instruction that the books have for understanding English. And that is the thing that I do. I put the Spanish in this side and English in this side. So you have a describe mode. The people who are just you need to know read in Spanish or in another language. The first step. Just you need to read and all that magic happen. Because this book is like a magic teacher that accompany to you all the time when you are at home, when you are working, when you are traveling, when you're because I make the revision time of that book when I was speaking of you when you was listening to us. So I spent 5 hours to checking all the pages. Oh, this is good. This is amazing. All the things that I read are amazing. So no, it works in that way.
What do you hope to achieve with this book?
I wanted to be recognized as a fighter for poor people who don't have the same access of education because I was a teacher of a private school in a really private area. So all the books that the student used was forgotten on the table and just they look like a normal paper, but the books are not normal paper. The books are the door to a better life for people like me. Was the door for better life, for better future, for better interaction with people that are awesome like you.
Okay. And but do you have plans for creating a book for the next level when people are know a bit of English? Do you have plans to create an or medium level, or for example, or another book for more advanced English?
I think so. Yeah, I have a lot of idea on my mind. For example, I would like to express my feeling about my uh, Italian grandparents. So I want to design a special book to try to the people learn our language because it's really beautiful, very romantic. And also I want to design a new books of advanced English for people who learned already that book and they need a new knowledge for express more deeply or more spectacular things ideas that they have. For example, for an architected project or for example for private project or something related with that. So they need a really new and big knowledge with another book. This is a basic book just for have the knowledge to express your feeling when you are sick or maybe when you are doing something else. But when you need to do like a medical, like an architect or like a building things, you need a really higher education, more higher than here. So in I have in my personal agenda in project design like a version B in blue, version C in purple. So it's with a new knowledge that is another different. But you need to read the first, the green, and second blue, and second, third purple because it's different.
Yeah. In order. Yeah. Why do you offer such education for such low cost?
Because I'm facing a lot of problems when I was in my first years at the university. So I have to do a really extremely job me for get for paid for my education, right? So I think I have a lot of friends that can help me the opportunity to be educated. But what happens with the people that don't have the same opportunity to um, pay? For example, they're really far away, like Sarapata.
Yeah.
So they don't have money. All the money that they have, they spend on the travel to Panama City. So you have to close the food. You have to close the transportation. You have to close, sorry, the apartment, the building where they will live. And after the education. So I designed the book 47 with $45 is less than 1,000 per year. So my mission is not to earn a really high quantity of money because I know this is really hard working for to make a lot of people read the book because it really is. But my mission is to help to the most poor and the people can access to a better education. Because when you know English in my country, you are in the way to have more and better employees than the other people have. So you have more and more opportunities. When you know English, everything should do like here.
Yeah. So, we talked about the price, for your book, and about the version of your book. But maybe can you also write the book from the other side? So, when you want to learn Spanish from the English side, so you can sell it on other platforms and in other countries that they can learn Spanish with this.
Oh, you have a big and a great idea. So yeah, you can read it out Spanish because it's designed in bilingual form. So you just have to read and vice versa. So you have to read the English side, and you will be focusing on the Spanish side. So it's perfect for the people who are watching that video and then they are not an English speaker and they have the dream to speak my really beautiful language, Spanish. So you can understand the deep sense of the sentence. So
yeah, but the price of the book is really low for this book because you help the poor people for education.
mhm.
But maybe you can use a book with a higher price for the native English speakers, and they can pay more, so they can donate for helping poor people.
Okay, based on the donation, you know that here is really hard to make a donation campaign because we don't have the same program that you have like your like patron or people or something like that. So for design a campaign like that, I need to really design a good campaign. So I need to create like interview like that with people like you. Um, for me, in the mind of that native English speaker, the necessity of the nation because they have another like priority in their countries. So they are working hard. They have a really different culture than us. And I know that you are really helping people because you are doing You have your personal story. You are doing really grateful things with our people. So you when you donate, if that native Spanish, that native English speaker donate, I have to be contact with that people. For people with the donation, because you need to see what I am doing with the money. And my objective is to watch the more can watch what I'm doing with that money, because that money is not for me. I am survivor of the poverty, so I'm just open the door to the people that have the same situation that I have so many years ago.
Yeah, I really like that. So, so when with a book for with higher price, you can lower this price for this book, and you can help more people. So, because I guess for $45 uh, and how much cents?
$47 with
47.
45.
Yeah, it's for people. It's really nice because they can spend a lot of they can buy a lot of food of this. But you can maybe lower the cost for this book, and with another book you with a higher price, for example, $75 for other side for English the English Spanish version.
Yeah, but for example, the variation of price is because we tend to have the same salary that you have.
Yeah,
You are like really much than us, but per hour per day. So for you, $47 is not too much, but for us, with 47, if you both one book for $47, I can do with $47 magics for people. I can buy food. I can buy books. I can buy school bags. I can buy pencil, pen, colors, pencil. I can do magic with 3 books that I sell. I can do magic for the people. So you can imagine what I'm gonna do with 100 books sell in, for example, United States or Europe. Magic, because you have different culture model.
and do you also have plans to create an ebook of this version, so you can buy it, for example, Amazon or by Apple or on other platforms.
This book is available on Apple, yes, on the Apple and the Amazon.
Yeah.
So you have to make a click with your credit or debit card, and you will find the amazing book.
So you can find in the descriptions below. You can find information about where to buy this book.
Yes, exactly. You will find a link. You will find my personal profile, my personal webpage, my business webpage, and you can read everything what I'm gonna do with that money and what I am doing right now with that book.
Okay, something else. Tell something else about this book.
Well, I'm just so really happy to have your company. You are really, really good friend, and thank you for that really help time that we have here in Panama City because we have like 40 grades of temperature, but we are happy, and happy is the more important thing. Thank you for that interview, and thank you for your help.
We also thank you for listening to you, and I hope you have really success with your book.
Thank you very much.